So one thing I encourage everyone listening and watching to just pay attention to is if you feel like an imposter, firstly, know that you're in some really good company. Even Einstein felt like an imposter.
Yeah.
And it's just a very common byproduct of, firstly, struggling with agency. Part of it could be intellectual humility.
Yep.
Adam Grant talks about this a lot. You're aware that there are some gaps that you have, which is a great thing. That's self-awareness.
Yes.
But you're in the room, you're in the role, you're in that opportunity. So make the most of it. Learn what you need to. I like to say if you struggle with imposters or imposter thoughts, instead of, I don't deserve to be here, flip into, wow, what an amazing opportunity I have to learn and grow.
Oh, that's huge.
Completely shifts your orientation.
Yes.
Give yourself the grace. Then the third thing we see here is waiting. People will wait. They wait to feel ready. They wait to take the step. They engage in the preparation and the practice and the planning. And they just don't want to start unless they're convinced that they know how it will turn out, linking back into that certainty piece.
Yep.
But I always like to say, anyone who has done anything new has been in a position where they didn't have all the answers.
That's correct.
And they could have easily thought, oh, I'm
Yeah.
an imposter here.
Yeah.
No, you're just learning and growing.
That's right. Cheap stuff usually costs you more. You buy the bargain mattress, and 3 years later, you're replacing it. That's why I love Avocado Green Mattress. They're assembled in the USA with certified organic materials, and they're built to last. So you're not throwing it out in a few years. That means less waste and a healthier home environment. That's how you buy well. Go to avocadogreenmattress.com/Ken and get an extra $50 off adult mattresses with the code FRONTROWSEAT. I used to tell callers, if you're feeling doubt, that is a great sign that you're attempting to do something or you're even just thinking about it.
Yes.
The people who sit on the bleachers of life have no doubt. They don't have any doubts.
No. And
That's why
they
they're
watch
so
it all
loud.
happen.
They're so loud and obnoxious because they have no skin in the game.
They
right?
can be.
Yeah, that's
No,
a
it's
great
true.
point.
It's almost like imposter, that feeling of an imposter is growth with integrity,
Yes.
right? You're acknowledging you don't know everything and you're going to maybe fumble, but that is okay because you will learn what you need to learn and you'll be better because of it.
Yeah.
So that is agency. The third one is really interesting and people don't even associate this with doubt, but it relates to a lack of self-trust.
That's right.
Ken, have you ever come across someone who complains constantly
Oh, yeah.
and they are resentful and frustrated at other people and they blame other people and they tend to keep reliving the same story about how everything is unfair
Yes.
and all the hurts they've been through?
Oh, yes.
We all kind of know people like this.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this reflects what's called an external locus of control, and we refer to it as a low level of autonomy. These people feel like they have no power in their lives.
That's right.
They feel like they have no control. And so what do you naturally do when you feel like you have no control? You fixate on everything you have no control over, which does what? It makes you feel even worse and makes you feel more powerless.
That's right.
Why? Because you actually have no power over
Yeah,
those
you
things.
put yourself in a prison.
Completely.
Yeah.
And then they get stuck in why me? Why does this keep happening to me? They
Victim.
victimize themselves. The quickest thing you can do in that moment is to shift from why me to what next?
Yes.
What next? Simply by shifting your attention in that way, you're re-engaging the prefrontal regions in the brain, which puts you back in the driver's seat. It also does two things. You're acknowledging, I can't change this situation. It is what it is, but what am I going to do next? What is my next step? Really simple. And then I will just share two more tips here because it's so valuable. When we're in this state, especially if you have a loud inner critic, you will often hear it as shoulds. You should have done that.
Oh, yeah.
You should do this. But you feel powerless, so you don't take action. And Ken, how do you feel if someone says to you, oh, you really should do that? You shouldn't do that.
Oh, well, you feel defensive immediately, right?
Immediately. It's called reactance, that feeling
Yeah.
that we get where it's almost like we want to rebel.
Yeah.
That's called reactance because we fundamentally want to feel like we are the agents in our lives. We want to feel like we have control. We don't want people telling us what to do.
That's right.
But we can feel that same thing when we use shoulds on ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
I should be doing that. I should have done that. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
great.
Have you heard the phrase on that? It's really funny.
No.
You're shitting all over
Oh,
yourself.
yeah. That's fantastic,
It's-
isn't it?
It's
Stop
a good
shooting on
mimic.
yourself.
Yeah, stop shitting all over you because it's getting on me.
Oh, I love it.
And that's just a fun reminder that that is a stinky, smelly, awful situation
It
to
is.
be in.
It is. What research says is that word should can cut off divergent thinking, reduce the ability to problem solve, and cut off creativity. And there's one word reframe you can use.
Okay,
Instead of
great.
should, shift to could.
Could. Yeah.
What could I do?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could do that, and I guess I could do that, and I guess I could do that. And what you find is if you start going in the realm of shoulds, you realize there's actually a lot you could do.
Yeah.
I encourage people to grab a piece of paper and split it into 2 columns. On the left, you write your I could list. Write down all the things you could do. The great thing about this is you're not committing to it. So you don't need to worry about, oh, there's so much here. It's just all the little steps you could take.
Yes.
Then the next column is your I will list.
Yeah.
What are 1, 2, or 3 things that you'll take from your I could list that you will actually take action on? And again, this instantly boosts your autonomy. You're shifting your locus inward. And then when you take action on those small things, you're getting proof points. Hey, despite the fact that there's all of this that I can't control, I took that step. So that's our third one. Mm-hmm. And then the fourth pillar of how we see ourselves, it relates entirely to your ability to handle the emotions that come with life. Mm-hmm. And we refer to it as adaptability. Yeah. So it's your ability to adapt to whatever's going on inside. Because our emotions are entirely a world within us. Things happen outside of us. There may be a stimulus. Something happens, someone says something. But your reaction is your reaction only. And you either allow it to happen or you adapt to it so you can channel that into something positive. Whether it's, okay, I'm in a meeting and someone has just said something really condescending to me. I can snap back if I react to that emotional wave within me, or I can take a small breath. I can approach that person in the meeting or after and ask what they meant. So we have choice, but we need to get better at actually managing that.